Welcome, welcome, welcome. Take one step forward from the busy streets of City Hall and make your way towards Deoksugung Palace, a place of history and heritage all combined into one. It is a place filled with breathtaking buildings that combine numerous eras and cultures all together, all a showing of the different ways culture and heritage can combine to show how our nation is our nation. Deoksugung Palace is a revered place where the history of the Joseon dynasty and the Korean Empire is palpable. It shows numerous buildings where the leaders previously stayed. It was originally a mere villa of Grand Prince Wolsan, but after the Japanese invasion of 1592 and the numerous fires that occurred that burned down the palaces, it became a temporary palace for him. Officially named the Gyeongwugung Palace in 1611, it remained unused throughout the 17th and 18th centuries. However, one key figure would come along that would change the history of this location forever. King Gojong was King Gojong remained a very rigorous emperor throughout this period, and he was the one who renovated and restored Gyeongwugung Palace back to its original state. During this time, he also rose to become the Korean Empire's new emperor after its proclamation. However, King Gojong did not pick this particular place of Gyeongwugung Palace just for its aesthetics. Instead, he looked towards the political ties that he could make. The Gyeongwugung Palace is located right next to the British and Russian embassy, along with various other legations of great powers. He wanted to use this to his advantage, as in his previous years, he had spent a lot of time building relations with great powers, such as with Russia and other great world powers. So, how did King Gojong live in his new palace? What was it like to go through every day trying to protect and preserve Korea's great legacy? Let's see and walk through his day in the life. King Gojong would wake up very early in the morning and go to Hamyangjeong, his bedroom, where he would wake up worried about his nation. He would then make his way towards Deoksugung, where he would greet foreign officials and discuss with numerous advisors. At Cheongwajeon, he would do Cheongwajeon Hall. This would be the main hall of Deoksugung Palace. He would also greet other envoys and discuss with officials about the state of the nation. He would then walk by Seokgodang, Jeotdojang, and Jumyeongdang, the previous residences of the former kings. He would observe the building of Seokjojeon, and dream about the future of the Korean Empire, which he hoped would combine with different cultures, such as he has done with the architecture of Seokjojeon. And finally, he would make his way to Dondokjeon, where he would discuss more with foreign officials. However, this is what we imagine King Gojong's day to be like. At least up until 1907, when he was deposed by the Japanese government following the emissary of... In 1905, Japan forcibly concluded the Ulsa Treaty, causing Korea to forfeit its diplomacy. And in 1907, Gojong had to abdicate his throne, of which he would abandon his position, and later on his son would change the name of Gyeongwugung Palace to Deoksugung Palace. Later on, despite all of King Gojong's efforts to preserve Korea's legacy and to preserve Korea's heritage, Unfortunately, the Japan-Korea Treaty of 1910 overruled his wishes and his demands and later led to the annexation, the Korea annexation. This all happened, and then unfortunately in 1919, January 21st, 6 a.m., King Gojong unfortunately passed away. However, even in modern days, the mystery still lingers. What was the cause of King Gojong's death? Was it because of natural causes such as cerebral hemorrhage or a heart attack? Or was it something a little more cryptic, as if he was maybe poisoned or by something he had eaten or drank earlier that day? Whatever the cause actually was, one thing remains very clear. King Gojong's death became the very catalyst that ignited one of the greatest Korean independence movements in history. In conclusion, Deoksugung Palace stood at the very center in the midst of all of these major events of Korea. Without this significant location, we would not be able to see where we are or where we came from. As a result, these visitations really allow us to see our culture and our heritage, and also to appreciate everything our world leaders have done for us up to this point. Thank you very much.